Next up is a gentleman who was one of the featured long-suffering Red Sox fan in the HBO documentary Curse of the Bambino, which if you haven't seen, you get another chance on Monday night at 10:30, which is perfect timing. The Red Sox will be in the middle of their latest quest to break the curse once and for all. Paul Sullivan had a great observation on what will happen in Boston if the Red Sox ever do win the World Series. But instead of me telling you what it is, let's ask Paul Sullivan himself to tell us what it was. Paul, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, I'm doing great, and hopefully that documentary will be obsolete in a couple of days.
Well, I don't know,
I
man.
doubt it.
After what you said, it worries me a little bit. Remember what you said?
Well, I remember what I said. I'm 100% honest when I said it. I said that if the Red Sox win the World Series, that the death toll would be catastrophic in New England. That there's all these old people who probably all come up to the players saying, "Please win before I die." You know, and they're all thinking, I can't die until I see them win the World Series. And then the minute the last out is made, throws to Mankiewicz, they're all going to drop dead.
But they're going to die happy.
It's the Black Plague. There's going to be bodies everywhere.
Oh my gosh!
Because I'll give you an example. When the Patriots won the Super Bowl, everyone was walking around, and the first words out of people's lips were like, "Yeah, but next week they'll." Oh wait. There is no next week.
Right.
This is it. After this, there's a parade and a vacation.
That's right.
And we didn't. No one knew how to handle any championship that wasn't the Celtics. And all of a sudden, and then that was just the Patriots, and they don't even count. They're in Foxborough.
But the Bruins, what do they chop liver to you guys?
Well, they're.
It's hockey.
I mean, I like hockey, but it's hockey.
Did you ever consider the possibility, Paul, that you could be one strike away from the Red Sox winning the World Championship and the world ends?
Well, that would have happened last year if the Cubs and Red Sox played.
Right.
The Earth would have folded into itself. The time space continued. There would be like a fly ball to Damon, and like a dinosaur would come out of center field. Something would happen. But it was so funny that in this series, after Game 3, it was 19-8, and I turned to my buddy and I said, "Watch him score 10 runs in the ninth inning and lose 19-18."
That would have been perfect.
And I was at peace. I was like, "Hey, I'm married to a beautiful woman. She's expecting twins. I've directed a film, and it's being screened for distributors. My life is in good order." And after Game 3, I was like, "You know what? If they get swept, it's not going to affect me. My bank account will be exactly the same. They don't take money out of our account when you lose and send it to Yankee fans' accounts."
You were being way too rational. You were being way too rational.
I was at peace. I said, "I'm a grown man. Don't cry. This is fine." And I kept saying, "You know what? This is better than the Aaron Boone game where at least you thought you had." Here it was, they decided in the first inning when Curt Schilling's foot came off of his leg. And I kind of watched Game 4 casually. And all of a sudden, it was Michael Corleone. They pulled me back in, and I was mad at them. I said, "How dare you not get swept?"
Will you be at peace with yourself, and you can speak for all Red Sox fans, when the Cardinals
I don't know who nominated me, but I think I'm a better representative than Ben Affleck at this point.
Yes,
Yeah, for
at
sure.
least you have your own real hair. We assume.
We think.
Will you be at peace when the Cardinals beat the Red Sox? Because I don't see why the Red Sox are favored, and the Cardinals will indeed beat the Red Sox here.
Well, you know what? It was also written that the Red Sox were going to lose with Mariano on the mound.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, nothing is written anymore. A giant baseball eraser is coming and erasing stuff now. I think it would definitely hurt, and the curse would still be alive. But let me tell you what is dead. The aura of Yankee infallibility is dead. This is kind of like when I was a kid, it was written that when the Lakers came to Boston Garden, the Leprechauns and all of them would beat them. And the first time I saw it was a kid. It was 1984, and guess what happened? The Leprechauns came in, and as a kid, I was like, "That's right. It's written. Lakers come in, we beat them." And then the next year, Kareem, in the first game, the Celtics killed them in 1985 in Game 1. And I'm walking around going, "It's the Leprechauns. It's the Leprechauns." And then Kareem came in, and it was Kareem in 1985, squashed each Leprechaun with his bare hand. And I remember sitting there in disbelief thinking, the Lakers are celebrating in the Boston Garden. And then they won. The Celtics won the next year, but it was against the Rockets. And like, come on, we want the Lakers again. We want the Lakers. And the next year, if there was any leprechaun left alive, Magic killed it with the baby hook. And to this day, the Celtics are another team.
So the Red Sox celebrating in Yankee Stadium could make the Yankees another team for a long time?
For a long time.
That's a curse of its own.
Where's the infallibility of Mariano?
It's gone.
And let me just say this. This is sacrilege. But everyone automatically says Mariano's the greatest reliever ever. Mariano's the greatest reliever ever. And somewhere, Raleigh Fingers is vomiting. Because there's no
So's
clip.
Brad Lidge.
There is no clip of Raleigh Fingers walking off the mound having blown a series.
Very good point.
And he's got multiple rings and a much better mustache.
Yeah, but you know this, Paul. If it happened in New York, it's the greatest. Everything else is second. We know that.
No, of course.
Now you realize
Reggie was nothing before he came to the Yankees.
Nobody ever heard of him.
Oh, he's obscure. He was playing in Oakland.
Now let me ask you this: you realize, of course, that if the Red Sox do win this, and I don't mean to jinx you here, you will owe a tremendous debt of gratitude and perhaps an apology to Roger Clemens.
I love Roger as an Astro. I loved him as a Blue Jay. When he went to the Blue Jays, I would wear a Blue Jays cap the day he pitched. And I will say one of the happiest days of my life was the day he got rocked Game 3 in 1999. I
remember.
But, no, I love Roger Clemens. Roger Clemens, growing up, was my favorite player, and he will always be. But I owe him
a debt of gratitude. You know why? You know what I'm referring to?
The fact that he wet the bed last night?
No, the fact that he wet the bed the night of the All-Star game and gave you guys home field advantage.
Oh, look at, all right, fine. I'll He was throwing a Piazza, and Piazza was pulling a Crash Davis.
He was letting him know what was coming.
Yeah, do that.
Curveball.
Why does everybody always blame it on Mike? Stop it.
No, I mean, that's the greatest revenge for Piazza. Let's humiliate you in your home park. That's great.
Well, it worked out to
you
his...
threw a bat at me. But by the way, I want to just say another thing about jinxing. Like, people are saying, like I said, I think the Red Sox are going to win the World Series now. And a friend of mine said, don't jinx it. And that's so egomaniacal to think that me, Paul Sullivan, sitting in a little studio apartment in New York, has the power to turn the World Series. Because there's some idiot in Dedham, Massachusetts, just sort of jumping up and down, saying, we're going to win.
Is that where Stephen King lives?
No, he's doing something. And by the way, we all owe Tom Gordon thanks for finally winning a pennant for us.
Right. Mr. October, Tom Gordon.
The one Red Sox player that Stephen King picked for a book, that was truly scary.
You're right. Hey, Paul, listen, enjoy the series. Try not to watch it between your fingers.
Oh, I'm going to. You should have seen me when it was 10-3 in the bottom of the ninth inning with two. If you were just watching me, you would have thought the bases were loaded. It was 2-1, and Jeter was up with a 3-1 count. It was though I didn't start celebrating. I didn't relax until they were actually handing the trophy to Ortiz, saying like, "Is it over?"
There's no Game 8.
Yeah, but I know. I kept saying, now what happens? Now who's pitching tomorrow? I still am referring to the games as, okay, Game 1 of the playoffs. No, World Series.
That's right. You're there. You're where you wanted to go, and I hope
we're 4 wins away.
There you go, man. And I hope the death toll does not go up for any reason. So enjoy it, and thanks.
I've always said that I would watch the Red Sox celebrate the World Series with my great-grandchildren. But,
well, sorry. That may be the second World Series.
You know what? I'll take it.
All right.
Memory of this one if it happens.
Thanks, buddy.
Love your show.
Thank you, buddy. Paul Sullivan, and you can see him on the Curse of the Bambino replay Monday night at 10:30. It's not about the Red Sox per se. It's about the suffering fans. You do get to see a lot of Affleck in it, unfortunately.
I love what he said about how egomaniacal that would be to say, don't jinx it.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right, anyway, when we come back, let's have a discussion on the Yankees and where they should go next. Who should stay?